Can someone hold on? I'll have to resend it to. I'm gonna have to resend this to Discord. I'm gonna say at. So YouTube fucked up. Anyway, we're live again now. I got so much done, and then I look, and it's like, oh yeah, no, you're not live. Me. Huh?
We had such a wonderful conversation about fairy tales. I'm miffed.
As am I!
Ugh. So excited to tell people about fairy tale things because I've been thinking about them a lot.
Why is it still saying offline on my... Hold on. Select stream. This one. There we go.
Sure.
My OBS is also doing a fucky-wucky today.
Last...
So, like, the last 40 or so minutes of us telling fairy tales
was gone.
Has us just been telling each other fairy tales.
Yep.
Nobody else.
Yes, okay.
I was about to check chat. I'd be like, oh, why is no one in chat? But
yeah, I was like, man, chat's been real quiet today. Haven't they?
Silently.
Because chat hasn't.
Because
chat
my OBS decided a fucky-wucky was important.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where does this one go? Down here. Little 3-book series. And you go over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna find that playlist that I have of the series. And, like, we've gotta watch some of them.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is...
I actually had a second question if you guys want to participate in it.
Okay.
Sure.
Want me to actually get the question, because I wrote it down, because I knew I was going to forget it. What, in your opinion, makes a fairy tale / a fable? Like, in your determination, this is what sets it apart from, like, a story versus this is a fairy tale / fable. What is your definition of it?
Usually the presence of magic.
Mm-hmm.
And it being something you could tell easily. Like, not so many details that they'll get lost, but not so few details that it turns into a 5-sentence story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Me, there usually has to be, like, some type of trope, and it has to be, like, I don't want to say a warning. Like, if it's, Little Red Riding Hood, don't go off the beaten path in the woods, yada yada, right?
Oh yeah, like a morality tale.
Like when there is, like, a reason for the story to exist. Don't look at a book by its cover. Frog Prince, the story you had just told me. Those are two I can think of immediately. Lindworm. Birth to a snake, please.
I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit.
Don't fuck it over.
Yeah, so I just heard birth to a snake, please.
No. Lindworm, don't give birth to a snake, please.
Birth to a snake, please.
Ah!
Right now.
No!
Right here, right now.
Absolutely fucking not!
All of these. Sort.
Yeah, usually there's some sort of moral to them.
Hmm.
Also, some sort of cultural relevance.
Yes! Yes! You get it! You get it! It has to be from the culture. Sorry, I got excited.
Yeah. Another one of my favorites is East of the Sun, West of the Moon. There's several different iterations. But basically, girl gets married off to secretive guy who is some sort of monster. And the one that I like, Eastbjorn, is literally a polar bear.
Yeah.
He's an ice bear. And they're in an ice castle. And then she notices that at night she's sleeping with a man in her bed instead of, a bear. And so she tries to figure out why, and so she tells one of her sisters, like, hey, I've noticed something weird. And her sister goes, okay, well, maybe try looking at him with, like, a candle. And it's basically Eros and Psyche.
Oh, yes. Where
Where
you sneak into the room late at night and look at him in the cover of darkness with the candle, but then the wax falls on him and he wakes up and he sees you and you see him, and congratulations, you're both in love.
he looks at me, and I look at
Look
him.
at him, and he looks at me, and I look at
And I look
him,
at him.
and he looks
And he
at
looks
me,
at me,
and I look at him.
Then he disappears forever.
I believe this.
And-
Yes.
Almost always in these stories, like in these iterations, it was like you had like one more week left, then I would have been human forever.
Mm-hmm.
But since you didn't wait, and your curiosity got the better of you, I now have to go be somewhere else. And in this story, she walks and walks and walks forever and ever. Walks till she is east of the moon and west of the sun. Or something like that. And she comes across this palace with ogres. And they're setting up for a wedding. And the wedding is to her husband. Because it turns out that he was cursed to be a bear until a certain amount of time had passed after marrying this girl. And then he would have been perfectly fine. But if something happened, then he was to be delivered to the ogre queen and married off to her. So to prove that she is in fact supposed to be his wife,
Mm-hmm.
she sets up some challenges and goes, hey, ogre queen, I challenge you to prove that you are a suitable wife for him. Card this wool. The ogre queen can't do it, but she can. So the girl cards the wool. The ogre queen cannot. And then the ogre queen's like, well, yeah, but the wedding's still in 2 days. Like, so what are you gonna do? And she goes, okay, well, here's another one. I dropped tallow from the candle onto his nightshirt. Can you get it out? And so the ogre queen tries. And she cannot. She's only making it worse.
Mm-hmm.
But this girl, who'd been raised in a farmhouse her entire life, is like, I can do this. And she gets the stain out. And the ogre queen's like, well, yeah, but like, we're getting married in 2 days. So, chop chop, figure it out. And so, she like remembers that he had this coat, and that the coat had like this embroidery on it.
Mhm.
And she'd figured out from her time in his castle that the embroidery was like a curse. And she's learned to read the embroidery. And so she spends all night and most of the day embroidering over the original curse. And therefore rewrites it so that when he puts it on next, he will permanently become human and is her husband again instead of betrothed to the ogre. And she defeats the ogre queen, and the ogre queen's palace like melts or something.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah. And like in the one book that I really like with this story, she is like the youngest of like a certain amount of kids, and her oldest brother, like she's like the youngest of like 10 kids, and they just hadn't given her a name, and so they called her Lass, or the girl. And then like the ice bear had given her a name, but she wasn't supposed to tell anybody, and so she doesn't tell anybody. And then like her oldest brother had like disappeared after going off to war for a while, and came back with a jacket that like had this weird embroidery on the bottom. And he like just never looked right afterwards. But it was her brother. And then living through this, she realizes what her brother probably went through with a different ogre.
Oh no.
And so she's like, hey, should we go find your wife? He's like, okay, cool. And then she's like, oh, by the way, my husband gave me a name. And he's like, oh, what is it? And she's like, it's Neve. And he's like, oh, that's very pretty. And she's like, yeah, I like it too. Thanks. So we've been through the same thing, right? He's like, yep. Cool. Do you need therapy? Nah, I'll be fine.
No, I'll be fine.
That's essentially how it goes.
There's one thing I've been meaning to read. Just need to get like the actual thing. Have you ever heard of Scheherazade? So Scheherazade is a
Like the Thousand Tales?
Yes. I want to read the 1,000 Tales because I know there are 1,000 tales out there. Like, I'm pretty sure. No, one of them is the Arabian Nights, but
1001 Nights.
yeah, that's what she reads to him.
Mm-hmm.
Over the course of 1001 Nights, she tells him a story. Always either stopping right before the end of one, or finishing one and then starting the next. So that her husband can't actually, murder her.
the original filibuster. It was apparently written in like 1729, or at least translated in 1720s.
So, 1001 Nights or the Arabian Nights is a bunch of stories from like Middle Eastern, South Asian, and South African stuff. It's just mashed into one book. I want to just fuse that into my skull.
Ooh, my first 5-book series. Well, no, not first. The others are in the alchemy section.
And
In the
the
magic section.
spells,
And the
yeah.
magic section, yeah.
Yeah, you'll find a lot of 3s and 5s once you're all done with the 10s.
Let's see. You know, let's
Yeah, there's a
grab
Looney
this.
Tunes movie.
Huh?
That's 1001 Rabbit Tales. Yeah, so Yosemite Sam has a son,
Oh.
and the son is grumpy. And, like, on his way to Pismo Beach or whatever, Bugs Bunny decides to stop into this palace, where Yosemite Sam is wearing a turban instead of a cowboy hat.
Yep. I think I actually remember watching that with my dad.
Yeah, that one and the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie are the two that I would watch at my grandparents' house all the time. My cousin hated that I only wanted to watch those.
Ah.
That and SpongeBob 2000. And so Yosemite Sam's like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "Well, you see, I meant to be somewhere else, but the animators don't know that rabbits don't live underground. So they made me go up here." He brings it up several times in different movies. It's really funny. Because they always have him digging somewhere, and he's like, "Man, rabbits do not dig underground." And it's
Not
really
even-
funny.
You know why we got that, though?
I don't think I do.
I do. Would you like to know the history of why we assume rabbits live underground?
Yeah, sure.
So, most of the rabbits in Europe are actually imports from the Mediterranean. And when Alexander the Great was mowing his way up, and a bunch of other Roman emperors were mowing their way up, one of their most common food sources were rabbits, because you could keep a bunch of them in one cart, continually feed them, and then have like 40-some rabbits one night without even realizing it because they breed so fast. Good source of meat, they were easy to breed, you could bring them along with you, and as long as you kept them fed and alive, you were fine. But sometimes they would find little areas and let them out to graze so the meat would taste better. But because they were going up so high north and these rabbits were used to like warm temperatures, they would freeze outside. So the Romans taught them to dig underground and sleep in burrows, like the rabbits that live up in the northern areas, because their rabbits did not have to do that, to stay away from the nightly chill. Which is why rabbits, especially European ones, have that connotation because they had to sleep in burrows to survive. And then, since that was trained so heavily, when a few rabbits would escape every time they were, like, let out of the cages to eat and be slaughtered, a few rabbits would escape. And those rabbits that learned how to survive the winter chill beat out some of the rabbits that didn't know how to survive the winter chill. Or just kind of it out on land without knowing how deep to dig. And so those rabbits started entering the gene pool and changed the entire thing. So rabbits do not necessarily live underground. They just stay under there to preserve warmth, which is why we assume that they live underground, because that's where they sleep, to keep themselves from, one, getting murked by predators, and two, to escape the cold.
Nice.
Here's your answer.
Yeah, so I have the synopsis here of the movie. So Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck assume roles as sales representatives for the Rambling House Publishing Company.
Oh boy.
Because this movie was made in 1982.
I see.
They're competing for a prestigious grand prize awarded to the top performing salesman. Each one is assigned to a different location. Bugs is supposed to go to Pismo Beach, California, and Daffy to Thermopolis, Wyoming. And they embark on separate journeys, characterized by a series of absurd and humorous encounters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Daffy stumbles into Porky Pig's cabin during a winter storm. Or his house, technically. And he's seeking refuge after destroying a stuffed duck.
Oh no.
He does get caught and shoved down his throat because he has to pretend that he's a stuffed duck who's lost all its stuffing when the dog plays with him.
Oh.
So of course, Porky Pig stuffs him with cotton. As one does, you know.
Yeah.
And then Bugs finds himself in a jungle chased by... evades capture by pretending to be a baby gorilla. And is taken back to the, gorilla cave or something.
I see.
And then their paths meet again. And they find themselves in a cave full of jewels and gems and gold and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And while Bugs strikes up a deal with the genie that he finds, Daffy just wants to be rich. And so Daffy gets drunk. And he runs out with like a giant diamond.
Yum.
And then eventually...
Pause before you continue. Jupe,
Mhm.
does that say how to summon a useless goddess?
Summoning the Useless Goddess, a beginner's guide, yes.
Yes.
It's an anime reference.
Yeah, there's so many references.
This is just chock full of references.
Anyways, you can
Yeah.
continue, Ferret. My apologies.
So Bugs continues west through the desert and stumbles upon the Arabian palace of Sultan Yosemite Sam, and is coerced into entertaining his son, Prince Abadabba. And so he does, under the threat of being boiled in oil if he stops telling him stories.
Mm-hmm.
And so he just tells a whole bunch of stories to this stuck-up kid who's really annoying. I hate this kid, I swear. And So yeah, he just tells his 1001 rabbit tales. And then goes, "No, don't boil me in oil, no! I don't want to be boiled in oil! Please boil me in water or something!" And they're like, "Oh, okay, fine." And then he finds a way to get out of everything and is free.
Mm-hmm.
With Sun Wukong, he wouldn't have to worry about being boiled in oil.
Yeah. And then Daffy also stumbles upon the palace
No.
and tries to exploit them for more book sales. And he is rather unfortunate. And then
Get boiled in oil.
they depart the palace into the sunset with Daffy stripped of his feathers.
Woo!
Yeah, because they were gonna boil him in the oil. And yeah.
This, perfect.
That must hurt. Being stripped of all of your feathers.
Yeah.
Question, Ferret, do you know about the story of Sun Wukong being boiled in oil?
Yes.
Oh, right. We showed you that, didn't we?
Yep.
Okay, this is this isn't the art shelf. Where's the art shelf? Oh, art shelf.
Is there anyone in chat who wants to hear me tell people about the story of a dude getting boiled in oil?
Well, let's see. Anyone in chat?
There is no one in chat as far as I can see.
Yeah.
To be fair, YouTube fucked us.
Did. Admittedly.
Or at least OBS did.
Why not everything?
Everything. Everything. Everything is good.
Mm-hmm.
Another art book. This is getting much quicker now. Okay, necromancy. Necromancy section is down below, I believe. That's curse breaking. Necromancy.
Let's see, what's another story I can tell people? I think they'd know.
Legalities. Perfect. This would go in jurisprudence. I believe this is... Yep, this is jurisprudence.
Yeah. Remember, economics, jurisprudence, and archery are all green.
Yep. Let's go with curses. 3 of them. Gonna double check where those go. I think curses are... Yeah, curses is first floor, so 1C.
1 second, let me see if I can find a delightful little fairy tale to tell people.
Summoning and contracts. Summoning is 2nd floor, I believe. Or is it here? Hold on. Nope, that's illusions. So summoning is up here. Nope, that's art. Hold on. Over there. Alright, oh, that would go in necromancy. You know what? Let's see, which one does this go in? Over here. Books 1, 3, 2. Necromancy.
I could tell the juniper tree.
there's the
That's a mean one.
jurisprudence. Jurisprudence is upstairs. Yep, this is jurisprudence. It's a bit more of a bluish color, so I'll put it at the top. Civil liability. That would also be jurisprudence. Economics.
Go in her 3 kids, but that one's mean.
You know what? Let's start collecting our language books. This one goes over there.
Oh, that would be an interesting one.
Now where's
So-
Elfish?
Let me make sure I get the name right.
Oh, that'll do. You know those are my language books, and I figure getting those sorted would work, but... Alright, This one is... Oh, I've definitely got more of these already put down. Bottom shelf. I... don't?
Yes, you don't.
Oh, because the third one was hidden underneath the previous one. So I couldn't tell I had all 3 until I actually looked up.
Oh.
You know what? Scroll language from a safe zone. Up top. Got it. Let's handle curried flavored poop, poop flavored curry. Also goes in psychology.
What?
I guess, because they need a psychologist.
They've written 10 books on this, of course they need psychologists.
Oh, fuck. I don't like that. I hate that so much.
That's another psychology book. Psychology is here.
To rip off that person's legs.
Already planning on it, boss. Not that goes there, that goes there. 5, 4, 8. Illusion magic. I think I know where those go. Nope, that's magic items, necromancy, illusions. Perfect.
Yep. Okay, so there it is. So just wanted to make sure I was getting her name right because sometimes I'm stupid. So there is.
I was saying, oh, mood.
So there is a fable called Tokyo and the Sea Monster.
Okay.
It follows a girl, Tokyo. Not Tokyo, Tokyo. There's an O before the Y.
So Tokyo. Cool.
Takoyo. Takoyo? Might be Takoyo. It's Takoyo. Whoops.
Well,
Well, I do this to myself sometimes.
that's okay.
It's just what happens when you exist and then forget things. And then forget even more things.
Because we have memory issues.
We do, and it's specifically the two of us. It's mostly Juvenile. Ferret seems to have a very good memory. It's the Gilroy genes.
It
The
is.
Gilroy genes.
Fun fact, that's Ferret's actual goddamn legal name, Gilroy. And I will never let him live this down.
Unfortunately.
So anyways, Takoyo lives with her father. No mother. Mother fucking gone. Her father's a samurai, and she lives with him peacefully, and it's a great relationship. He's a really good dad, we'll say that much. Lets her live whatever life she wants to live. She wants to learn archery, she's learned archery. She wants to learn how to cook, she learns how to cook. She wants to explore in the woods for a full day, she can explore in the woods for a full day. She just has to wear shoes while she's doing it. She doesn't prick her feet on thorns. So, the Emperor's like, hey, Dad, because of this unspecific crime that is never stated, you are now banished. And he goes, what? And then gets banished.
Damn.
Specifically, he's banished to a faraway island far, far away from his daughter. So she gets really upset about this and goes, absolutely not. I'm going to go still live with my dad because my dad's getting on in his years. He needs someone to take care of him, and he took care of me for my entire life. She sells everything. The house, his belongings, her belongings, everything. Gets a ship and sails off to the islands. Unfortunately, because she is a woman, she cannot get a ship. So she's standing on the port, kind of furious that they won't give her a ship. So she just takes one instead.
What an icon.
Goes, okay, so you won't give me a ship because I'm a woman, and they're like, correct. A woman cannot be on a ship. Do you know why that is? And it's like, oh yeah, women can't sail. If something happens to us, you'll just get us all killed. And she's like, want to test that? And they're like, what do you mean? It's like, if I can show you that I can open up this sail to go on a boat, right? And they're like, yeah, we'll allow you to use this boat if you can open up this. And she jumps on the boat, opens the sail, and sails the fuck off. So she gets to the islands that her father was abandoned to. And they're like, sorry, girlie. We don't know who he is. We've never seen your dad before. Like, we're really sorry. Is there a way we can help you in another way? And she's like, so I can go to the next port town. They're like, are you sure? And it's like, give me a map so I can go to the next port town. So they give her a map so she can go to the next port town. And she walks for like, I think 4 straight months of just pure constant movement. Like, describe that she never takes a rest. So after like 4 months, she's like, okay, I can sit down by this coast and take a breather, right? I'm allowed to do that, right? So he's like, you know what? I've been walking for 4 months. Let me sit down at this nice cliff edge. Nothing bad will happen. What do you think happens?
She gets knocked off the cliff.
Close. she hears screaming, looks up, and sees a young girl about to be thrown off the cliff into the water.
Nope, not that one.
I
Just
don't
goes to
need that.
save her.
Just like Jube did to that book. So
Damn.
Okay, that's another section done.
swoops in and punches the man about to throw the girl off the side of the cliff. And he's like, "What are you doing?" And it's like, "You were going to murder a child!" And it's like, well, unfortunately, the child needs to die because... And she's like, "You give me a damn good reason before I kill you." And they're like, "The sea monster taking us. And I really don't want to die. So eating it our children so it doesn't eat everyone else when we try and go fishing." It's a 3-book series. Goes, "Okay." They're like, "What do you mean, okay?" And she's like, "Where's the sea monster?" And they go, "What? Where's the sea monster?" Please don't do this. It's just one person a year, and we won't get ravaged by terrible storms and monstrous jaws. And she goes, "You will tell me where this person is, because I've been looking for my father with 4 months, and I am so angry. I could beat up a mountain." And so they go, "Yes, ma'am, here's where you go." So, gives her, like, a little letter talisman to, like, keep her safe. And she just jumps in the water and swims all the way down to the bottom. Like, 100 feet down right away. And this is when it's described that she apparently used to pearl dive.
Yeah.
I mentioned this after she goes to the bottom of the ocean. While she's down there, she finds a cave, and inside of the cave, there's a statue of the emperor who banished her father for, once again, unspecified crime. She has very limited things on her. She has a rope, a knife, and the letter from the priest to keep her safe. And instead of destroying the statue, she ties it to her back. And this massive fuck-off sea serpent appears. And so she kills it with a butter knife.
Damn!
Statue tied to her back. Her breath the whole time. Oh. The sea serpent brings it back up on land. Also, very important thing, she stabs the sea serpent in the eye and then stabs it in the heart, just for shits and giggles.
Damn.
I need to sneeze really bad, but I don't have to. So she climbs out of the water after being below for like probably 10 to 30 minutes. The locals rule out her being a literal deity, because that is a thing that they legitimately have to ask themselves at this exact moment. Which, understandable, I would be too. Thank you so much for saving our town. Here is this house so you can have a nap. And she goes, "I would really like my dad, but you know what? I'll take a nap for now." The emperor, by the way, the minute the statue was pulled out of the water, suddenly recovers from a long-lasting illness. Literally the second it is pulled out of the water. Like, instantaneous.
Damn.
So he goes, "You know what? For saving me, not for the islands, by the way." Like, he never mentions her saving the islands. It's just like, "Thank you for helping me recover from this illness." He's like, "I can offer you wealth and marriage to officials and a good life." And she's like, "I want my fucking dad." And he goes, "What?" And it's like, "Unbanish my dad." He goes, "That's all you want? Unbanish my father." And so he unbanishes her father, who, by the way, if I remember correctly, was imprisoned under the palace the whole time.
Bruh.
Oh my god.
So they go home, where she is, from what I can tell, permanently single. Like a scale of the monster up on their wall.
Damn. Quite the hunting trophy.
I fucking love her. Koyo was just like, "Hey, I want my dad back. This monster? Piece of cake. I want my dad back. All the wealth in the country? Fuck that. A husband? Who needs those? It's not my dad." So, I need to get a drink, which means to go back to the kitchen. You guys will be fine for like the 5 minutes I need to make tea, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Should be.
Don't kill yourselves while I'm gone.
Let's grab this.
Alrighty.
You got it.
Have fun.
Let's see. Can I get these in before it runs out? I can.
Kai's gone. We can use the It Kills You machine now.
Kaboom! Okay. That's jurisprudence. Ah, here we go. Economy. Oh, this is a 3-book series. There. Oh, there's the language book I was looking for.
I found that having your cursor like on the top or the bottom of the shelf instead of directly
Helps
at
a
the
lot.
back of the wood helps a lot with placement.
Hmm.
Also, level up.
Why do stocks crash the moment I buy them?
Yeah.
Alright, so these go up.
And you just
here.
leveled up, so
Yep. I know I've got a few because I've been running about like a chicken with its head cut off.
yeah.
Let's get auto shelving up a bit.
Yeah, also the book Descrambler only has like 5 levels, I want to say.
Okay, this one is mono measurement. Sure, let's collect all of those. That shelf is across here.
And they sure do like math. They sure do look like math books.
Yep, so that'd be our math section.
Mm.
Economics. Economics go in the economics section. Checking. That's jurisprudence. This is economics. That's a romance novel. Arrow of the Shattered Knee. That'd be archery, right? Not romance?
It's archery.
Okay, good. I had to check. One of those is missing. I'm gonna kill something. You know what? Where did it go? There. I swear the fairy must be in here somewhere. Let's collect some of the art. Oh, prophecy. Prophecy books. Prophecy books go downstairs in the oracle section. Oh, psychology. Psychology of backseat gaming. Psychology is up there. Management books. Over there. language goes all the way over there. This is one of the 5-book series. Oh, chanting. Chanting, that goes down there. Summoning techniques for succubi. Hold on. Summoning is over there. Checking. Okay, yeah, so it's this side. Management. I believe management was... structural analysis, that is math. Five-book series. You can hear the little shake of me tapping the button as soon as I find a series. Sure. Tactical, so books for warriors are over here. Everyone's demonic. Demonics is languages. Maths is here. Stealth. Stealth, I believe, is downstairs. Over here. I didn't need to do that. Sure, spell chanting technique. That would be... Hold on. Yep, over here.
I just found out that, like looking over the story, the Jim Henson's storyteller wiki, that, the actress who plays Sapsaro, that was her first lead role.
Damn!
Like, she was a Bond girl, and was in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. But, like, that was her first lead role.
Also, ignore the way my toes are literally just gripping onto the edge of the railing somehow.
Oh, yes.
This being... Oh, it's a 3-book series. Is this... This is maths. Okay. I wasn't sure. The law of equivalent exchange is both a math thing, but also... gestures. Okay, this one... Feng Shui goes into this section. Which is section complete. Foundations of magical item crafting, over there. Theory of everything is logically maths. Job inequality. Here. Ah, it's in the labor law section. Makes sense. Forging and using magical bows logically goes in the archery section. 7, 6, 8. Okay, that does go into maths. Compendium of dungeon resources logically over here. World without magic. Is that down? Oh, it's over here. Ah, this is their Earth section.
It's Otherworld Studies.
Mm-hmm. Sure, labor reality. Let's grab that.
They worship glowing tablets, or fascinated by glowing tablets, or whatever.
Sure, memory transfer over there. Which is part of the arts section, makes sense. Forbidden relics, sure. Forbidden relics is in the relics section, of course. I will handle the romance novels later.
No, I'm not laughing at that. I forgot how funny the storyteller is. Because there are some parts where, like, he integrates himself into the story, like, at the end of Hans My Hedgehog, he goes, yeah, so the princess entrusted me with one of her 3 pairs of iron shoes, worn down to nothing. Look. And he holds out his hand to show nothing.
Aww.
And then another one is at the end of Sap Sorrow. It's like they danced until they were exhausted. I have to go wake them up. The wedding starts in like an hour. Just, holy shit, wait. It starts soon. Fuck.
It's like, shit, I'm gonna be late. Okay. Oh,
Also, there
here,
are 4, there's a lesser known Greek myth series that they did to try and piggyback off the success of the, like...
Percy Jackson craze and all that.
No, this was in the 80s.
Oh.
John Hurt died in like 2015 or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is a series that started in 1987. But no, they had a little known second series about Greek myths, and it's only 4 episodes long. Which is why the playlist on YouTube says that there's 13 episodes, but you can only see 9 because 4 are hidden. Because apparently those did not fare so well.
Yeah. Curse breaking. Down there. Let me up onto the railing, damn it. Complete summoning grimoire. Please tell me that's done. Yeah! Okay, conflict protocols are up there. Let's check the sides, finish those first. Magical arts. Labor studies, over there. Counter curse compendium. Double checking. Yep, I was right. I'm gonna have to do this one completely by hand. Let's do a side. Enchantment theory. Where's that shelf? Where's that shelf? There. Oh, three-parter. Magical supply chain management. Ah, because this is the management shelf. Oh, I hit Q instead of... My brain is so used to using E to interact to put things away.
Back, I have a yogurt, I have tea, and I told Mom the entire story of the lindworm in the funniest way I physically could manage.
Oh?
You guys mind if I tell you the story of the lindworm again?
I don't mind at all.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So here's the short version of the tale of the lindworm. So, king and queen is super depressed that she can't have a kid. So depressed, in fact, that she walks completely alone in the woods in medieval Europe, specifically medieval Sweden, completely alone out of sheer sadness. Runs into an old woman she nearly karate chops, who goes, "Girlie, the fuck are you out in the middle? Got $0! Okay. Thanks. Aim?
This is just me.
Yeah. Anyways, out in the middle of the woods, and also sobbing your eyes out. Oh, well, you see, I can't have a kid. Have you ever tried putting a cast iron pot out in the garden upside down? Have you ever tried putting a cast iron pot upside down out in the garden for a night? No. I'm not crazy. Maybe
Well,
you should
maybe
try.
you should.
Maybe you should try it. Maybe there'll be a rose underneath. Perhaps two. One that will be white, one that will be red. Just don't eat both, as a warning. Eat the white one if you want a son, and the red one if you want a daughter. And she goes, sure, okay. And she goes back home, and just to humor the old woman, probably, flips a pot upside down the garden and just leaves it overnight. Checks in the next morning, expecting nothing to be there. Lo and behold, flowers. She goes, I have a son, he might die at war. I have a daughter, I'll lose her to marriage. Trying to have an extraordinarily in-depth self-conversation about what is a worse pain, losing my son to war or my daughter to marriage. Well, maybe my son won't die at war, and maybe war won't happen. So there's a higher chance I'll be able to see him. Let's have a son. So she eats the white rose, and the white rose tastes so good that she eats the other one like an absolute fucking idiot. And then goes, la-di-da, nothing bad will happen to me. Spoiler alert, something bad happens because on the night her son is slated to be married, she gives birth to a snake and then gives birth to a red-haired son and goes, one say anything about the snake. And her wife and all the and the king and all the midwives go, yep, nothing ever happened. So, 20 years-ish pass, and the red-haired prince is like, "Hey, Mom, Dad, I'd really like a wife, please, and thank you." And they're like, "How wonderful! We'll get that arranged." And it's like, nah. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna talk to her and actually form a relationship and bring her back home. And they go, "That's allowed?" Yes. So they're like, "Okay, here's a horse. Have fun, we guess." So he goes out to this bridge that separates his kingdom from all the other kingdoms, and a giant white worm snake, worm as a dragon, appears and goes, "Oh, a wife for me before a wife for you." And he goes,
What?
Snake Dragon goes, "You heard me." And he goes, "I did, but I do not comprehend. Hable no inglés." And it's like, we are in Sweden. We do not speak English or Spanish. Is goodbye. And so the prince runs straight back to his parents like, "Hey, there's a dragon by the bridge, by the way. Just so you know, you might want to warn some people that there's a dragon by the bridge. You know, a very large dragon by the bridge. So help. There's a dragon." Anyways, he says he has to get married before I can get married. What's up with that? His mom goes, and his dad goes, "Ooh," and the handmaidens go, and so he learns that he does, in fact, have a brother. Yay! Unfortunately, his brother is a snake. Also, unfortunately, his brother is the firstborn, which means he has to be married before the younger prince can get married. So they find him a princess, and they go, "Here you go, lad, have a girl." And so they get married, and it's wonderful. And they open the door the next day, expecting to have breakfast, and the girl's dead. She's actually, in fact, gone. She has been eaten. Everyone goes, "Hey, Lindworm, buddy, where did your wife go?" "A wife for me before a wife for you." Nobody. See, look, had a wife. Where did the wife go? "I ate her." Okay. So they find another princess, and they're like, "Hey, nothing bad happened to the first one, we promise. She just ran away. She ran away, and everything is fine. Anyways, who would like to marry a prince?" And someone else raises their hand and gets married to the prince, and it's wonderful and great. And no, they do not tell her she's going to marry a dragon until she's already at the altar. It's not a great look. When you promise that the reason that the last princess left was totally not because your son was a dragon worm. So that princess, unsurprisingly, also immediately gets eaten. And they go, "Well, shit. We can't keep destroying all our alliances with the kingdom.
We can't keep feeding princesses to the Lindworm."
Are unfortunately quite expensive, and they carry quite great consequences." And the Lindworm goes, "Well, I still need a wife." And they're like, "Hey, so there's this gardener, right? And he has a daughter, and she's pretty enough to pass as royalty if we dress her up nice enough. We'll just not say what kingdom she's from. She's not going to inherit the throne there because yeah." So the gardener learns his daughter is going to be married off and goes, "Well, if I say no, we both die." She goes, "This is terrible. This is shit. I'm going to go out for a walk in the woods because I'm sad." And so she goes off for a walk in the woods because she's sad. Understandable, girly. You're about to be eaten. And runs directly into an old woman in the woods that she almost karate chops. And the old woman goes, "This is a habit with the kingdom, I see." And young girl goes, "Sorry, grandmother, I didn't see you. I know you're not my grandma, but it's nice to say. I apologize. I was crying so hard I couldn't see you." And she goes, "Why are you crying?" And she's like, "Well, there's this worm prince." And the witch goes, "Motherfucker didn't listen." And the girl goes, "What?" And the witch goes, "Nothing. Do you want to know? Do you want to learn how to survive the night?" And the girl goes, "Grandmother, what do you know? Do you want to survive?" "Quite greatly, grandmother. Wonderful. Come over here so I can whisper to you and tell you the secrets of the lindworm." And she goes, "I'm gonna get so many questions." And she goes, "Do you want to live? They will be asking me questions later." So the gardener's daughter gets married. It's wonderful and great. Not for her. And before the handmaidens can leave them for their night of feasting, but it's not
God
quite.
knows what.
God knows what. She grabs one of them and says, "I need you to bring me something." And they go, "What?" "Need you to bring me something." They go, "What do you need, princess?" And it's like, "I need 10 dresses." "What?" "I need 10 dresses. I need a tub of milk, a tub of lye, and a whip." They go...
Well, it's basically like saying, I need 10 sets of lingerie, 10... Literally, because that's basically what it was. It was underclothes.
"I need 10 of lingerie, need a tub of milk, and I need a cattle whip." And they go, "We'll see what we can do." So they get her a cattle whip, a tub of milk, a tub of lye, and 5 pairs of essentially night robes. 10 pairs of night robes. And the prince comes in like, "Man, I can't wait to eat another Why are you doing a t-shirt challenge?" And she goes, "Why are you referencing something that's not going to happen for another few thousand years?" And he goes, "Don't question it. Why are you so heavily dressed? Why is there a whip in your hand?
Why
Where
would
did
he be so heavily dressed?
Maiden, if you could please shed a layer so I don't have to digest cotton." She goes, Sure. Shed your skin." And he goes, "Pardon?" She goes, "Yeah, strip." So the lindworm goes, "Okay." Peels off a layer of scales, and she takes off one of her dresses. The lindworm goes, "Dear wife and maiden, if you could please take off your dress." And she goes, of course, dear husband. Can you take off another layer as well?" This goes on and on until the lindworm, who is not taking off clothes, by the way, is completely and utterly exhausted. And his wife is also getting quite frustrated, having to take off multiple layers of shirts and then wait there as this massive fucking worm has to rip off layers of scales. And the lindworm goes, "Please, for the love of all that is holy, off your dress. Eating you is going to be so relieving." And she goes, okay, rips off her skirt, throws a tub of milk on him, throws a tub of lye on him, and then whips him 10 times. Lindworm, who is now skinless, bleeding, covered in acid and milk, goes, "Ark." Is out. And she goes, "Man, I feel kind of bad for just brutalizing this one guy. I'll hug you while you die so you're not alone, and I'll also fall asleep cuddling your presumably dead body." He then wakes up the next morning, not consumed, as the handmaidens slowly creep in with a bucket of formaldehyde to get rid of the blood. and see not only a still living girl, but a haired prince curled up on the ground, and go, "Oh, what did you do?" And she goes, "Nothing you want to learn about." And now they have a reputation. They also get another marriage, because the lindworm, now a human, has hands and feet and can now properly dance, which is inherently important in weddings. And that is the story of the lindworm.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, I'm just gonna fall asleep holding this snake as he dies. She wakes up holding a man. Behold, a man.
Behold a man!
Behold a man with no visible injuries.
Even though he goes, ouch, owie, my bones. What owies?
What
Owie,
owies?
my skin and bones. It's going away.
Owie, my skin and bones. I got flogged to death with a whip and burned with acid, but I'm fine. Love fairy tales. They're
there.
quite fun. I do not like the ash lad, though. The ash lad can... Yeah. Habit in some of the Swedish fairy tales where people get their heads cut off and put on horses.
Huh.
Usually it's the girls that happens to, by the way.
Hmm.
Don't know why, it just does. Happens.
It happens.
It happens.
Play. Oh, why did this happen? And the universe goes, because they needed to. And you go, they really?
Did they?
It goes, yeah.
One of my favorite versions of the lindworm is where the lindworm is actually female because she ate the two roses. One that would give a son, one that would give a daughter.
Mhm.
And she has a son, but no daughter.
I also like the
Snake lesbian!
lesbians. I also enjoy that telling quite heavily. Quite fun.
Okay, this one is up there. Okay.
Important thing though, the lindworm must always have white hair.
Oh, very important. Of course, of course, of course.
Because white snake. White dragon.
White rose.
Rose, the scales, the hair, they all must be white. Her brother must always have red hair. So that
And a red
implies
rose.
the roses got switched.
It
I
kind of
like-
does, yeah.
Yeah?
Like, she eats the first one, and it's like, got it, sun, sun, sun. And it's like, eats the second, shit, wait, where's all this estrogen coming from? I already started pre-making this one with white hair. We'll just dump all the estrogen into this body and we'll make a new one. Do we have any colors left? Red? Got it! An Irish kid, I guess.
Irish kid, I guess.
And the king is so relieved that she's actually pregnant that he doesn't question a thing.
He's just
Not
like,
at
you
all.
know what? My kid's got red hair, that's fine.
I
That's
watched
fine,
my
baby.
wife walk out into the garden and eat these flowers that some old lady told her to eat with no question.
Hmm.
I'm not questioning paternity at all. Why
That's
would
a very... That's a very important thing. Like, the queen is never confronted on this, ever. Like, it is only when her son's like, hey mom, hey dad, what do I do about the snake problem on the bridge? Also, there's a dragon problem on the bridge. They go,
We fucked it.
we fucked it. We fucked it, my dear boy. We in fact fucked it. We probably should have gone looking for the snake. That is your older brother. I have an older brother? We never told you. It's like, I thought you never could have kids before me. You are twins. That's convenient.
You are my bro. You're my bro.
Bro, boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. Ah, I jumped down thinking it would be downstairs, but no. Okay, this
Oh gosh, we
one.
might finish this before stream ends.
Yeah. This one goes behind me. Perfect.
And then you get to see the ending, and then the secret thing, and then there is promise of an update where they add more thing.
Yeah!
That's down here. Come on, give me the rest. Perfect. Romance novel. I know romance is up here. Rest of the series. Thank you.
Oh yeah, another fairy tale adaptation that I like. It's this series.
Did by Anne Rice.
No. It is, I believe, Jessica Day George or something. She also wrote, I want to say that Eastbjorn or a different East of the Sun, West of the Moon adaptation. I think it was East. And it's Princess of the Midnight Ball.
Ooh.
And so it's the 12 Dancing Princesses. Where the queen is so desperate to have kids that she makes a deal with this one dude. And he's like, yeah, I'll help you out. But when you have kids, they will be automatically betrothed to my kids. And so she's like, okay, I cannot tell my husband the king about this. And so she has 12 daughters in quick succession.
God damn, like, how quick succession are we talking?
Like 14 years, I want to say. There's a couple of sets of twins, I think. So, like, every night they have to go and dance with these princes of the dark. And they are, like, they're just kind of fed up with it. And then this guy, Galen, he comes and goes, hey, Mr. Gardener, sir, where do they keep going? Because they always seem really tired. And the gardener, who's actually a retired wizard, goes, oh, you can knit, right? Yeah, you used to be a soldier, you can knit. Because back then, as a soldier, you needed to knit your own socks in case they fell apart. Very important.
Very
goes,
important.
yeah. And so he goes, okay, so I'm gonna give you this, like, cloak. And I need you to bring me needles from the tree of the place where they're going. I need you to follow where they're going. And so Galen gets really close to Rose, the oldest. And, it's like they're falling in love, but she knows that she has to marry this guy, this other guy, because he's told her, like, since she was a kid. Like, hella grooming going on.
Yeah, not great.
Not great. And so, Galen takes his cloak and follows them one night because the cloak is like both magic and anti-magic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jupe, you've got a book that is not supposed to be on the shelf of the green-ish books on the other side.
Oh. That's supposed to be in the law section. You know what? Where's the law section? It's over. Oh, there. It's the management section.
Yep. So Galen follows them, watches them for like a good week at this ball, invisible, and he's like, "This is really weird. Even the little 6-year-old has to dance with these princes. It's really weird. It's creeping me out, Mr. Gardner guy." And he goes, "I know. Why do you think I had you gather some needles off of one of the trees? Because they're like silver trees." And so, Galen helps them get free of these princes, so they no longer have to go to the midnight ball anymore. And the king is so relieved because he finally finds out what's going on. And he's like, "Oh, my wife was a little foolish making a deal with that guy, but also it brought me my daughters, so that's fantastic that
I
we
like
have
how
our
he's
daughters,
happy about his daughters.
but like not fantastic that they've been forced to do this thing every night, like without fail. So I am so glad that you, Galen, just this random gardener's apprentice, basically, this apprentice gardener, have found out what's going on and have stopped it so you can marry Rose." And so, oh yeah, they're all named after flowers, by the way.
Adorable.
And so they get married. And then the second book, well, yeah, this Jessica Day George. Yes, okay. And then the second book, Princess of Glass, is basically Cinderella, but so she's sent to a neighboring kingdom as some sort of royalty exchange program.
Righty.
And
too uncommon, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's a servant girl, Ellen, who gets tricked by her fairy godmother.
Cool.
She's spiteful. She gets tricked into competing with Poppy for the affections of the prince. And this fairy godmother has her come into her kingdom via the fireplace. And Poppy knows about this. She sees her go through the fireplace and is like, "Huh, that's weird." And Poppy and Ellen look enough alike that Poppy is able to swap for her, like on like the last night of this like ball. And so she is like screaming in like excruciating pain as the fairy godmother is molding the glass to her feet.
Yes, I remember this book.
And it actually gave me fun outfit concepts because she's like, "Oh yeah, the style there is like to have a really light gown, but with like a really dark or really bright underskirt, so that the underskirt peeks through the white and mutes it to like a lavender or like a light pink or something." That's it's fun costume idea. And so of course they get Galen's help with trying to break this curse because he's now the fun curse breaking brother-in-law
Brilliant.
who knows magic because of their gardener.
The wizard man.
And so she draws in also one of the guys who has had a crush on Ellen for forever. But Ellen was told to go for the prince, so she wasn't allowed to entertain any crushes or anything like that. And also ropes in the prince into this scheme, and Ellen, of course. Because Ellen wants to be free of this. And so they eventually find a way to, like, break this curse and defeat the evil godmother. Let's see, also... Ah, yes. Yeah, so eventually Poppy marries this prince. And then the third book is Princess of the Silver Woods.
Mm-hmm.
Where the youngest, Princess Petunia, is sent to go live with this, I want to say basically old Russian grandmother.
Ska.
That's what it feels like. Oh yeah, we are probably going to be done with this by the end of stream.
Oh yeah, baby, we're almost done.
Yep,
30
13
minutes,
rows to go.
and you have...
Yeah, this will be done in like the next 10 minutes or so.
That'll go over there. There's another one.
So Petunia is kidnapped by a leader of the bandit group called like the Wolves of the Westphalian Woods. And she falls in love with him, he falls in love with her. But the curse is still going because none of her sisters have been able to have babies yet. And this grandmother is very ominous, and she's like, you know, they say that it is a child who ties a man to a woman. And...
How old is she at this point?
So Petunia's like 16, 18 or something like that.
Okay.
And so she falls in love with Oliver, the bandit guy. But the old grandmother is slowly revealing that she is one of the women who gave birth to the Dark King's sons. Because she and her sisters were so beautiful that they had to be locked in a tower for fear that something bad would happen to them. And then they all birthed children within like months of each other from the same guy. And were suddenly released from their prison in the tower. So it can be implied that there was also some magic curse breaking shenaniganery there. And all of their sons are in the weird underworld place. And she basically reveals that Petunia and her sisters were born to marry her son and his half-brothers. And she goes, ew, that's weird, that's gross. Why would you do this? And she's like, I had to. Pizza!
Pizza! Finally
God.
allowed myself to take a sip of my drink.
And then congrats on completing the game.
You're a very good person!
Yeah, I'll let you read this out.
Evaluation by the principal. Congratulations! You are a very good person. To Librarian, listen. Everybody is talking about how we handled the situation at the library. It's a huge story. A total success. It's because I made some very smart moves. Probably the smartest moves in the history of this university. Everything went perfectly because of my amazing leadership. I told
The
you
best trade deal in
exactly
the
what
history of
to
trade
do.
deals.
And as always, I was proven right. I only settle for the best. Everybody knows that. Now, I've looked at the shelves. You've organized everything. And honestly, it's a beautiful job. The books are in perfect order, exactly where they belong. I'm going to give you the credit you deserve for that. The fact you were able to maximize your potential under my direction is a wonderful thing for you and this library. You did a great job. Truly spectacular. But I need you to understand one thing. The reason this library shines so brightly is that our hard work is producing results at the highest possible level, the standard I set. Your talent finally found its true form because the foundation of my guidance. You were a little slow at times, but because of my precise instructions, everything ultimately came together in the perfect way. You are the librarian I personally chose. The fact that you did the job perfectly is proof of how well this environment I've built actually functions. But where we are heading is even higher. Next time, keep that accuracy, but surprise me with lightning speed. I expect even more from you as we take our reputation to even greater heights. Principal Merlin, University of Celestal. Bitch boy!
Okay. Now there's a secret stage.
Special stage.
Hit Z.
I feel magical.
Yeah. It's gonna go from left to right and then left to right again.
I'm just holding it. This is great.
Yeah, you only needed to press Z once.
Ah, still.
It automatically does it.
This is glorious.
You do get a different letter after this. Yeah. So, Princess of the Silverwoods.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, Oliver helps Petunia finally, like, kill all of the princes under stone. The kingdom under stone is where they were.
Oh, so she just murders all of them.
I think they really only had to kill like one or two of them, but I'm not entirely sure. It's been years. I do have the books though, I think. And they're allowed to live happily ever after. And she, as the youngest princess, it isn't as important that she marries a prince, so she's allowed to marry Oliver. And then at the end, they find out that the second oldest is pregnant with her prince. To coincidentally, they did not show much of. Besides, yeah, several of the princesses have been married off by the time that Princess of Glass starts. Because Ellen's about not Ellen. Poppy's about halfway through the lineup, I want to say. And so, yeah, so like, Galen has taught all of them how to knit now. And so Rose is off sitting to the side, and it's like, oh, is that for Jonquil's baby? And she's like, no, it's for mine. Because now they're able to have kids because the curse put a lock on that, and it was really stupid.
Damn.
Yeah. And also, in the backs of the books, they have knitting patterns.
Ooh.
For like some of the things that were made in the books. Yeah, you can't pick things up, but you can get the keys.
Oh. Might as well. Oh, I can't
You have
jump
to be able
because
to
I
jump.
haven't opened the jump
You haven't opened the
chest
jump
yet.
chest.
Yoink, space. A jump. Yoink.
Might as well go
Okay.
and jump and get the blue star key as well.
Yep. Look at all of those books go.
Oh, it's fucking gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of shit I'd use to clean up my space if I could.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yoink. Yoink. And then the other one is...
On the table.
It's on a bench. And since you cannot move books, it really all depends on where you are there.
Yoink.
Like, I tried to get mine so early on that I had to just, like, try and find the perfect, like, pixel perfect spot to click.
God, this is beautiful.
Please.
Yeah.
If only I had magic so I could clean my house this efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Need magic to be so real, so right now.
Same.
Wait. She also wrote Tuesdays at the Castle. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and Dragon Slippers. Of course. I read those.
Looks like we're almost done with with the topmost floor.
Oh yeah. Sun and Moon, Ice and Snow is the version of East of the Sun, West of the Moon that I really like.
Mm-hmm. God, this is the most wonderful thing I've ever seen.
It really is.
Love when the books punch through our chest, though.
Yeah, because there's books behind us. Ooh, I wonder what the spell section's gonna look like when they fill it up. I think it follows the same pattern of which you filled them up.
Definitely not. Because it started with the very top floor first.
Oh no, I mean where you put each
books.
book.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then East by Edith Pateau
Mhm.
Was written way earlier. It's also called North Child.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, I suppose I'll know when we get here because I think you're supposed to put legendary and then the novice nearest the door.
Mm-hmm.
I finished and I'm on the special level where you cast a spell and all of a sudden all the books fly where they're supposed to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to watch and see if they're using my organization. They are! It puts all the books in the exact spots you put them in!
Oh.
Yes. Because you are the librarian, you know best.
Oh, I wish I'd
yeah.
taken more time to sort those.
Yeah, we did lose a ferret at some point.
Yeah, we lost a ferret.
But yeah, so last stream we started out having to just walk and place books, and then this stream we also started.
No, we didn't. We didn't. This is not our order.
Oh, no, this isn't.
I
They're
thought
just
it was
putting
because
it
it was
in.
putting the element books exactly where I put them.
Well, maybe that's where they logically put them.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we did not have the alchemy this nicely organized.
Yeah, no, we didn't.
No.
So we had to walk and place them. and
Yeah,
then
it
we
was like, let
unlocked
me
some-
pick up one here,
some
and then I'm
magic.
gonna pick up another few, and then I'm gonna run over to the shelf they belong on, and you have to run over here to reference these to see what series goes where. And some of the topics, you have to figure out which
bit
of the
crazy.
topics in the title it is. But it's great.
legitimately really fun
As
looking.
someone who likes sorting things, and honestly, kind of, my aunt worked in a library. She studied library sciences, and she basically told me that I could get a job as sort of a library assistant. And as soon as she mentioned it, I was like, oh, I would love that. Please let me sort the books. I love taking record of which books were taken out. Please let me sort the books.
Mm.
So this is just job training for my dream job.
Mm.
I mean, I'd probably be horrifically underpaid, but...
Well, fun fact, libraries are government jobs, so...
Oh, no, but I mean library assistant.
Oh, yes.
$1 an hour.
That is illegal by literally every law everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And... Oh, that's beautiful. That is...
Love overtime and later. Did you see
certain...
the... No pizza?
There's no pizza party
No
for you
pizza.
because you schemed.
Still. Very fun, very fun.
Yeah.
Extra mode? Aw.
This game did come out just a few weeks ago, I want to say.
But yeah, no, the whole first half of stream was kind of obliterated because OBS said fuck you. And punched me in the gut.
We were not live for
We were talking and chatting, and
like,
then I look over to stream.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're talking chat, we're talking fairy tales, we're talking silly stories, and then I look over, and I see under streaming time, 0000.
And we all went,
I saw that. Yeah.
So I opened up Steam just to check the
Mm-hmm.
release date of this game, and I noticed that I had a update on a demo,
Ooh.
and I went okay. Let's see. I'm like 9 out of 12 achievements. Nice. Yeah, this game was released on April 30th, 2026.
So, like, recent.
Anyway, I know
so-
what game.
So I'm updating this demo, and then I notice Tavern Talk prequel coming June 9th. So I've got another game to hyperfixate on in about a week and a half.
Yippee.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, I know what our next cleanup game is gonna be.
Yes, I do.
I'll just open it and run around the lobby for the last 14 minutes, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you can finally answer my question.
Oh, yeah.
Favorite fairy tale? I demand it.
I don't
Like,
really
I now
have an absolute favorite.
You have fairy tales that you like.
Hold on.
Like, I have my two favorites. There are others that I like, but I have my two, like, definitive, these are my favorite fairy tales.
Mm-hmm.
Fables and folklore. Things that I wish to study for all of eternity. Which are, for me, if anyone's curious, Red Riding Hood and the Lindworm.
You know, personally, I am a huge fan of the Lindworm.
It's so good!
Oh, yes, I'm gonna play this cutscene.
Not streaming to
Oh,
us.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be nice if we could see it.
Yeah, we're just staring at the blank void of the Discord couch.
I love when the TV
Yogurt.
is on.
Oh, god damn it, son of a bitch. Kill me now. Here you go. You.
I think we can
This
tell
guy
who's the newbie.
steps on a trap.
And then steps on another trap.
No, it's the same trap.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Well,
reset.
actually, a separate button of the trap.
Yeah. And my favorite fairy tale is like Hans my Hedgehog
Mhm.
and Sap Sorrow. Basically, Cinderella, donkey skin. Yeah.
Both extra steps, and also a dad refusing to marry his daughter because absolutely not.
Yeah. I looked up like the Wikipedia has a
Actually, I
has a little
remember from
this
my
was inspired by
favorites.
this thing. And so I looked it up and yeah, donkey skin is basically the same premise um at least in the beginning, but it's the wife is like she knows that she's dying, and so she goes, hey, so you have to promise me that you can never marry anyone unless they're as beautiful as I am. And he goes, oh no, the only one that beautiful is our daughter. Fuck.
Absolutely not. Guess I'm dying unmarried then.
And then at the end, when everything is set to rights again, she finds out that he's married a beautiful widow.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah. And so,
Anyway.
Jude, what was yours?
I just remembered. Giselle, which is technically a ballet, but also a fairy tale.
Ballets are often folktales.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about a girl who falls in love with a prince she doesn't know is a prince at the time. And basically, she's got a very weak heart. And
Oh, wait, pause. Is this the one that made me crash out really hard in the guise of another character?
I don't remember if it's the one where the ghosts dance a guy to his death. Yes.
And the other one. To that, I don't want to spoil it. Tell your story.
But basically, so this poor girl, kind of goes mad. Because she finds out the guy is not only a prince, but is already betrothed to this girl that she had kind of become friends with. Goes mad, dances herself to death in the town square of heartbreak. And she has this other guy who's absolutely in love with her, but could never outshine this mysterious stranger that had shown up.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I believe the prince goes out to find her in the woods, because there's these maidens called Willy Maidens, who are ghosts of women who died before their wedding day. And he goes to look for her spirit, and the Willies, ever vengeful, take him and force him to dance to his death.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy who actually loved her, he shows up. They have like a tender final meeting of sorts, but he is forced to almost dance to his death, but dances with her till the break of dawn, in which point the Willy Maidens leave for the afterlife, and he basically has to say goodbye to her forever. But he survives.
Damn.
Anyways, welcome to Goblin Cleanup. This is my starting room. You can have up to 3 other players. It's currently
Cool, yeah.
in early access, bit laggy, doesn't always load perfectly, but it's very fun. Over here we have... Yep, over here we have... This will usually show you what level you're on, or this if you're in the lobby. We got sigils, rune altar, upgrades that are temporary, and you can use up to the amount of times left on it. Goes down once every time you finish a level with it. And then customization, which you have to unlock. Some of it's unlockable, some of it isn't. Character customization. And you can do second and third person camera.
Yeah.
As well as customize multiple presets.
Yeah.
This is the current one I'm going with. Anyways, I shall speedrun the tutorial.
As fast as humanly possible.
Cause why not, huh? Old schoolyard.
Dear
I'm
God's help.
watching the Tavern Talk prequel trailer.
Mhm.
And I would screenshot the entirety of this thing, but it's spoilers for the for most of the group.
Mhm.
Because it has the young design of the big bad evil guy from Tavern Talk.
Haven't even met yet.
Yeah, we have not met him.
Oh, its eyes get so wide when you stab it.
Yeah, because you have to get it on the end of the slime up. It is confirmed that they are not harmed by this. If you couldn't tell by the little blushy as soon as I stabbed it. Hello?
Oh, so they enjoy
go.
this.
Then you have your respawn altars. How you can use your levitating spell. And then last
Oh
but
no,
not
I found my
least-
new favorite Dreamwalker's character.
And last but not least, how you make magical items work.
So cute.
Nom. Ha. Ah! I filled it up too much. Owie. Ouch, owie, my bones.
Bones, are you bleeding?
Ah, yes. And then the mimic section. Someone has also said that when you feed a mimic, like someone jokingly said, when you feed a mimic a slime, the mimic digests all of the blood that was inside of that slime, and then lets the slime go, so the slime can be fine. Anyways, I'm feeding my boy. Actually,
Don't get too close to it.
let me just, hold on, I think it's this one. Perfect! Look at my sharp boy!
Very sharp, very snaggletooth.
You can also nickname your mimics. Hold on, let me feed him. But you can do it by change name. Let's go with Toothy is my go-to.
You can also name him Snaggle.
True.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is, yep. There's a secret area back here where there's a note, but I've already collected it, so it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
There's also notes telling you you shouldn't keep a slime on your slime up when you go through a portal.
Hmm.
You cannot take them out of the dungeon with you, no matter how cute they are. Also, if I remember correctly, there are secret tickets back here. Give me the free money, thank you.
Nom 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 nom.
And once you're done cleaning up a dungeon, you have to clock out.
Else you get in trouble.
But yeah, this little bastard will sometimes run into the dungeon and try and turn lights off on you.
Oof.
You're supposed to be able to train them to turn lights on for you. But, this one isn't trained, so it turns them off. So you have to grab it,
Instead.
and carry it back to a cat tree at the respawn altars.
Damn.
Let's see, does this... It does change when you do the tutorial level.
Oh, that's really pretty though.
It is.
Nice.
Look like you're having a hand spasm when you stop though. When you went back, go back there, like run
Let's
back,
see.
look up. Your hand did like a little, like when it did that curl motion, it jittered.
Yeah. You can also collect notes. Left by other goblins, some by adventurers. See, a dead dwarf. I'm fatally wounded. I have no hope of getting out of here anymore. The necromancer summoned an army of spirits and we couldn't handle all of them. I should have recruited that drunken priest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll leave you notes like goblin astrologist, Gokir the adept. Slime on fire. Is it possible?
Yes.
It is very possible and very fun. But yeah, there's a bunch they haven't added to the game yet.
So that's why they're empty.
Yep, because we only have one dungeon without a boss level prepared. They're gonna have 5 more.
Oh yeah. I know which one you're gonna like the best. If it wasn't obvious from their skin.
Very obvious.
Oh, big back crack. Kill me now.
Oh, it's a flying area. Cool.
Oh, no, it's
No?
Black Bay. Pirate shit.
Oh, right. Bay.
Oh, ferret.
Oh, I'm lagging a lot. I'm gonna have to figure
Yeah,
out how to
it's
make this
also
game work
fun.
better with my VTuber. Anyway,
It
thank
is
you all
time.
for watching. If you liked tonight's stream, feel free to subscribe so you'll be notified when I go live next. We stream Tuesday and Thursday nights starting 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. Goodbye!
Bye, chat.